Most of us now consume huge amounts of content online, and if you're watching this video, you're doing precisely that. But this content is also forming us. It's shaping what we think is normal. And the fact that the Australian government has banned social media for under 16-year-olds is a reminder that there's real data to support making these spaces safer and keeping young people who are very impressionable out of them for at least a period of time. I'm interested in how this is affecting gender-based violence. At the Wesley Centre, we've been doing a little bit of work in the gendered violence space and learning about how online behaviours are contributing to patterns of violence against women. So let me give you two examples. Earlier this year at a conference, we heard from an expert called Marie Crabb, who talked about how online pornography is now incredibly prevalent. It is forming attitudes towards sex from young people who often encounter pornography before they encounter the actual experience of being sexually active. And because the algorithm seeks more and more extreme things to get eyeballs, what we're seeing is the normalization of violence and things like choking and degrading practices towards women in the pornography space. We know from other research that looks at male behaviors that young men are admitting that they are engaging these behaviors in their sexual relationships. Again, it's normalizing certain practices of violence towards women as a normal part of sexual behavior. And we've lost something about the beauty of intimacy and mutuality in that because it's just been lost in the online space. The other thing we've been looking at is deep fakes and AI. We know that tools like Grok that are used to nudify bodies, to undress them, to put them in bikinis, about 98% of that content is based on women or targets women. There are some men and boys as well. And what women who've been victims of this kind of online undressing tell us is that the feelings of shame and trauma are very similar to when sexual harassment and sexual violence happens in real life. This is not some abstract thing. And again, it's changing what we consider normal. Young men are being so flooded with these kinds of images that the objectification we see online spills over into real life. In Australia, we already have a huge problem of violence against women. And the tools that we're seeing online, the consumption of some of this stuff is only fueling that. So check out what we're doing at the Wesley Centre. We're really committed to being part of the prevention of violence against women and are doing some work on this, particularly in faith spaces. So if you're interested in that, subscribe to our e-news, look at our website, and follow along as we navigate this new and tricky technological area together and its implications for real life.